I was at work and I was sitting at my desk wrapping up for the day. It was around 4 o'clock, and I had a very sudden, sharp pain that started in my lower right abdomen. And I kept telling myself, if the pain doesn't go away by Monday, I'll go to the doc. And I was in the kitchen, standing at the stove, when the pain came back again with absolute force and dropped me to my knees. I was crawling out to the dining room to grab my cell phone, and the saying of the windows started to close in. That was the feeling that I had, and I knew that I was in a lot of trouble. On the way to the hospital, breathing starts to get more difficult because of all the blood that had been pulling in the abdomen is now irritating my diaphragm, so I can't get a deep breath. So then they're getting me ready for emergency surgery. And in the meantime, the OB came in and tells us, you're pregnant, we can't save the pregnancy. We're gonna try to save whatever we can of your reproductive organs, but I can't promise anything. So at that point, we were mourning over a lost pregnancy and mourning over the possibility that we may never have kids again. And in the process, just trying to save my life. When I woke up from surgery, the amazing thing was to see the blood bag hanging above my bed. It was the first thing that I saw. And to be on that receiving end, to then fully understand that this kept my family whole. This kept me here. This allowed my son to still have a mother and my husband to still have a wife. And it was a feeling of being forever grateful. The miracle of all of this was getting pregnant less than a year later with our daughter, Eliana, because I did not know how long it would take for us to get pregnant again. They had to remove some of my reproductive organs, and we conceived less than a year after the ectopic, and she's a miracle. She really is. Eliana stands for God has answered, and that's why we named her that, because it was an answer to our prayers.